Good evening, everyone. As always, I am delighted and excited to be with you tonight. I was thinking about this evening's show. Originally, I was supposed to have a guest. Unfortunately, he was unable to make it. Things happen, right? Life. And people always say, oh my gosh, well, what are you going to do? Well, we'll go on the air as usual. We have to take a look at what's going on in the world. We have enough stressors from outside. We don't need any more on the inside. And I'm sure a lot of you understand what I'm talking about, the political climate that we've been experiencing for some time. It's not just this election, it was previous to this election. I could go back a couple of elections. The point that I'm trying to make is we have stressors on the outside when we are home, when we have our work, when we are occupied with things that are important to us, we should make them as easy and as simple as possible. And one of the things that you can do is to meditate. And I know a lot of folks go, oh God, meditation. No, I've tried that before. I can't sit quiet. I can't do that whole, yogi thing and hold my fingers in that pose. That's not working. However, there are many, many forms of meditation. And one of the easiest really is to use a visualization technique and connect with something that makes you feel good. I'm positive everyone here has had at least one thing in their life that made them feel good. So if you would, as long as you're not driving, take a moment, close your eyes, and allow yourself to just be in that moment when something felt good. What did it feel like? Was it when your child was born, or you first got a kitten or a puppy, or perhaps you cooked a meal for the very first time and it was amazing and everybody enjoyed it? Maybe it was first time you tried ice cream or you walked on the beach, possibly something just totally unique to you. When you think about these things, how do they make you feel? And just allow yourself to truly sense in your body that lovely feeling of when you feel good, when there was something happy. This takes just, forgive me, my producer is sending me messages while I'm trying to share this with you. But taking just a moment to allow yourself to go within, to connect with something that has meaning to you, that has made you feel good before, will make you feel good now. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. If you get outside and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing, our country is in disarray, people are kind of nuts and they're fighting with each other, you don't have to be that person. You can have your opinion, of course. And when I'm referring to country, I should clarify I'm talking about the US right now. I know that we share with England and I should say the UK, and we share with different countries in the UK, and we share with Canada, and we share in the US, and so on and so on and so on. However, in the US at the moment, things are kind of all over the place. And I know many people want to get into the antagonistic part. I want to go the other way. I want us to be heart based. I want us to feel good no matter what's going on in our world. And the lovely side effect to that is you are able to tap into your intuition. That's right. When you allow yourself to get into that quiet space, allowing yourself to think back, to feel, to experience something that once was, and it was a lovely feeling, you actually shift from beta, which is the waking state, to alpha. And in alpha state, you can make magic happen. I'll share more on this as time goes on. Just kind of remember, no matter where you are in the world, if a stress is throwing you off your game and your mind keeps going there, change your mind. Literally, change your mind, change your focus. Go to a place that makes you feel good. All right, that said, I know we have Manya on the line. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Speaking of stressors, it feels like you've got a little bit in your world, yes?
Yes.
Is that where you want to focus, or is there another area that you wanted to put your attention this evening?
Um, kind of relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're in July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so in respect to relationship, the one that's creating a bit of turmoil within your life, I feel like the next 4 to 5 months here, things will actually stabilize. You will have more peace, you will have more clarity. However, it is not without work. And when I say work, believe it or not, it's not about them, it's about you. I feel like you're in such flux internally that it's important to get grounded. It's important to feel as if you're in control of your world. Is this making sense? I hope.
Yes.
Okay. You have techniques that you can use to do this. However, I don't feel like you've been implementing them. I feel like your mind goes more towards concern and worry. So I just want to remind you that you actually are in control of your world. You can't control what they do. And I know you know that intellectually, but emotionally, it just feels as if you're like, but why? But why? But why? It doesn't matter why. And I know it feels to me as if it's important to you about the why, but why are they behaving this way? Why aren't things going the way they're supposed to? I actually feel like there's too much energy around that, which is creating stagnation in the area that you want to be peaceful, the area that you want loving, the area that you want to celebrate. I will be very candid here. I feel as if this is not the first time you've gone through this. And I feel as if it is so important for you to really determine what's going to make your heart sing. And I know that almost sounds too general, but I sincerely feel that if you are able to connect with a deeper part of yourself in respect to relationships, and it's not just the romantic relationship, but it's some other relationships around too. It feels as if you're just within flux at the moment. And we're in, what are we in? We're in July again. I feel like we started in spring, roughly, I'm going to say March, end of March, beginning of April. It feels as if things started to go a little wonky for you. It's just a cycle.
Yeah.
This is not permanent. I'm sorry, what did you say, hon?
I said yeah.
Okay. Instead of focusing on what started in spring, start focusing on what you really want. I mean, truly think in terms more of the end result that's going to make you happy. I don't know if you caught the very beginning of the show, but I was talking about not allowing stressors have such a big impact on us by switching our mind. And when I say that, it's like switching your mindset, getting to a place where you can feel nurtured, feel loved. It has to literally start with you though, because you can't change anything with them as far as telling them. And yet, the irony is, if you allow yourself to go into a place that feels good to you, that energy, that vibration that kind of goes out into the world, they're going to feel. And you'll start to notice changes. However, because I get this turmoil here, I feel as if you need to make up your mind if this is really where you want to be. And I will tell you, we're in 2024, 5, 6. Okay. So I'll put it like this. If you do nothing and you just let things continue the way they are, then you're looking at a couple of years of a roller coaster. And what took place in spring is mild in comparisons. And I don't get the sense that you want to have that level of emotional turmoil, which means it's more in your hands than you might have thought. I will tell you though, no matter what, again, 24, 5, 6, between now and the end of 2026, your life is going to change. And I will tell you also, on a good note, by mid 20, I'm going to say May, June 2026, all of a sudden it's as if everything turned and what's taking place just makes you smile. But you're in a cycle of, oh my, things being upside down. It's like the universe is pushing you to say, okay, if you don't like it, fix it. And I know I'm oversimplifying, but that's the feeling here. And again, you have to remember no matter how much you want the other person to do and behave in a certain way, it's not your job to fix them. It's your job to make you as happy as you possibly can so they pick up on that energy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't communicate because that's huge. Communicating properly, being heard, having them understand how you feel, that's huge. But you have to do it in a way that they hear you. I get this best way that I can explain in in my mind's eye, in my ears. I hear it's almost like chatter. You know, when you're trying to get something out, but because you get upset, it doesn't come out in the way that you want it to. Would you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps do something a little different. Write a letter. I don't mean to be funny, but write a letter, put all your feelings down, and then go back and read it more than once and edit. Make it so that your feelings come across, but they don't come across with accusation and they don't come across with pleading, like, please do this and please make it so that you're heard, make it so that you're felt. Keep coming back to feelings. It's like they are not recognizing exactly what's going on with you. Try this.
Okay.
So two things truly, honey. Know that you're in a cycle. It's not indefinite. It's roughly 2 years. However, if you are able to connect better with you, it's going to make it easier overall, as well as the writing, so that you can express yourself in a way that you know that they will understand and get into a place of allowing as best as you can. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Okay. Hon. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I saw Luna. Is that correct, Mr. Producer?
Linda.
Linda, I'm so sorry. It flashed so quick and I was focused. It's kind of like, they say you can't smile and frown at the same time. When I'm in that mood, I don't see as clear. That's when I'm just talking. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good. And I think I saw New Jersey, yes?
Yes.
I used to go to the shore all the time when I was a kid and with my grandmother. Absolutely loved it. South Shore, I should preface. And I have friends that are still there, so that's kind of nice. And this time of the year, it's beautiful. Anyways, not calling about New Jersey. So let's focus on what's important to you. Do you have a specific question you'd like to address?
No, not really. Whatever, comes up.
Okay. So a few things come up. I hear the words introverted and extroverted. Um, okay, so let me clarify. I feel like you at times are a very extroverted person, but your actual nature is introverted. So I think they call that an extroverted introvert, if you follow what I'm saying, meaning that there are moments
Yes.
where you're really shy, and yet there are moments where you're really bold. And when you're bold, it's more a matter of you being comfortable in a particular environment or out of necessity, but not necessarily your go to. And I'm bringing this up because I feel as if let me backtrack here. One, two, three. So that would be, where are we? July, right? June, May. So April. Interesting. Spring is very popular energy here. Okay. Um, I want to backtrack to the full moon in April. It feels as if there was a shift in your energy field. And when I say that, just so you know, it has nothing to do with astrology. It has to do with your personal vibration and energy. But I'm actually going to say, I feel it started the onset of February, second week, but by April, it really picked up. So February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so we're going all the way through until August. Okay, I know I'm blabbering here. Let me clarify. I just get the sense that the universe has pushed you into this cycle that started roughly in February, but it picked up in April that goes all the way until August. That has to do with you standing your power, has to do with you being more assertive, has to do with you being that extroverted person that you can be when you have to be. And I feel as if it
Mm-hmm.
has to do with things connected to education and things connected with work. Bottom line, the
Does
universe
it
is
show?
saying,
Does it
I'm sorry,
show
go
like when will I? Does it show like when I'm gonna start working?
Okay, so again, the cycle is between the time that I mentioned all the way until August. You
Oh,
can
August.
begin work. Yes, you can begin work before then, but I don't get it being any later than August. Just so that you know, for me, when cycles, it's kind of like a beginning and an end period. But I feel like you can expedite your results. Again, if you allow that part of you that can be extroverted to really shine right now. So that means anybody that you talk to that you know, let them know that you're ready to get back to work. Anybody that you've talked to before, pick up the phone and just say hello. And I know that's uncharacteristic when we're looking for work. Usually, we put in an application or we talk to somebody once, and we just kind of move on if we don't hear from them. This to me feels like, again, the universe saying, get out there, be seen, be heard. And the easiest way to do it is just to say, hi, Mr. So and so, or hi, Miss So and so. I was thinking about the time we
Yeah. Well,
talked. And go
the
ahead,
thing is
hon.
that I'm supposed to take a test. I'm supposed to take a test to get my license to start
Mhm.
working, but I haven't tested yet, and I know Mercury retrograde is coming up, so I don't know if I should wait
Well,
until it's
anything
over.
I can tell you that anything with Mercury retrograde that was started prior to Mercury retrograde, this is what my friends tell me that are astrologers, it's okay to pursue. They say not to start something new in Mercury retrograde. So, in other words, the education, because again, this is around education and business, as I mentioned from the onset, to achieve what you want, since it's already begun, you already started, go for it. Don't put it off because again, I feel like by August is the end period. If you really want to begin now, and I feel like you do, don't be afraid of the
Right.
test. Really,
Okay.
just do it because just asserting yourself is going to make a difference. It's like telling the universe that, yes, you're ready to have the universe conspire to assist you, and you're going to stand up and you're going to do what you need to do. Because even with this whole process here, with the test, with the license, I feel like you've had this vacillation back and forth. Am I going to be okay to do this? Should I really do this? This is what I want to do. But I feel like there's been too many buts, too many, again, back and forth like a seesaw. And it's not necessary. You're going to shine. You just have to allow it. You have to say, it's my time. And I know that's tough for you because, again, it goes back to that like
Mhm.
extroverted introvert. And yet, my heart tells me that this really is your time. Now, if you put things off, or you do the test, but you get yourself totally nervous, then you have to do the test again. You could put things off all the way until August, but August is not that far away. I mean, really think about it. We're
Why
in what, the end of
is
July?
that what is is that what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have to take it again.
No, hear me. If you allow yourself to get calm and remind yourself that you know this, you'll be able to
Right.
take it once and be done. However, if you go into that mode of what you've been doing, which is should I, shouldn't I, or nervousness is a better way to put it.
Right.
Okay. If you go into that nervousness before you go to take your test, then you're going to have to take it again. Perhaps take a look at chamomile tea or a particular fragrance that makes you feel calm and happy. Do something for you prior to taking the test that makes you feel peaceful. Have you ever heard
Hmm.
the expression haste makes waste?
Yeah.
Okay. It basically just means when we're rushing, when we're busy, when we're overwrought, or we're upset, or we're nervous, that things don't happen the way we want them to. Where conversely, if you connect with that part of yourself that is content, you will find that things happen with ease. That, and I will say, I keep feeling like you already know somebody that you want to get involved with once you have your license. Help them out, talk to them about the possibilities, talk to them about the excitement. Again, kind of get into that mode of getting what you want and feeling good about it. Because this is not simply manifestation. This is already here in your mind. It's already out in the ethers for you to have it. It is a matter of you doing your part. And your part is taking the test with ease so that you can move forward and get that position that you want. Making sense, I hope?
Oh, I understand. Yes. I have another
Okay.
question. My
Sure.
dog has like I don't know if you can pick up about pets, but my dog has like an eye problem, and I just want to know if he's gonna be okay.
What problem? Say that again.
Like he's already old, but something happened
Okay.
to his eye. It became swollen and red. So I'm kind of. I mean, he's going to the vet, but I just want to make sure that he's gonna be okay. Do you feel like he's gonna be okay?
I feel like it can be treated. And yeah, I don't get the sense that your little sweetheart's leaving yet. So
I'm sorry.
be
I'm
calm.
sorry. What did you say?
I said, I don't get the
Like,
sense that your little sweetheart is leaving yet. I feel like things are going to be okay. However, again, calm, content. Animals pick up on our feelings. And a lot of times when we are stressed, they take on illness to protect us. And you said I, yes? It has to do
yeah, his
with
yeah, one of his eyes, like
right.
it's like
Okay.
very swollen and bulging out, but they didn't have an appointment till, tomorrow, and I'm kind of nervous. Like I don't want him to lose his eye or go through surgery because of his age. So that's why
Right.
I was nervous. Like if it was treatable, he was gonna be okay.
I really do feel that it's treatable. I keep leaning towards the right eye. So if it's not the right eye, there's something going on in the
It
other
is the
eye.
right eye. It
Okay.
is
So
the right
then,
eye.
all right. So that you know, right eye has to do with things that we're headed towards. Right eye has to do with what we are seeing and interpreting for ourselves. I will tell you that even though your pup is older, I'll go back to what I said a moment ago, which is a lot of times they take on some of our stuff, meaning it's not intentional. It's not like they go, hey, I'm going to fix things for mom. I'm going to have an illness. That's not what I'm talking about. But it's more a
Hmm.
matter of they're sensitive to our energy. So when we are concerned, when we're looking at something, they pick up on it. So again, please keep in mind, as content as you can be, that's going to help the pup. And the vet will help the pup as well. I get the sense too there's something here with a vitamin. I know that the vet's going to look at the eye, but ask the vet about some sort of supplement for the dog because the dog is a senior, what they would recommend. I just keep getting the feeling that um, they could use a little assist. Feels like, especially with back legs, getting a little bit of kind of reminds me of an
Yeah,
old
he's
person.
actually he is actually taking like two um like supplements. They're like chewable, and it
Okay.
actually did help because he had a few months ago he was not walking, and I got nervous. I took him to the vet, and they said that
Right.
he was old and he had arthritis. And he was not really eating, and he was constipated. So they gave him this pill, but it upset his stomach. But then I was
Hmm.
Googling, and I found this excellent supplement on Amazon. They're like chewable. And to be
Okay.
honest with you, since May, he's been
Right.
walking faster and happier.
Yes. Okay. Just know that there's something else. Take a look at what the ingredients are in that, and then look up online um, something like senior dog's best supplements, senior dog, the best vitamins in addition to, and put the vitamins or the ingredients in. I feel like there's one other thing that could be very helpful. I'm leaning towards something called, if I'm getting it correctly, MSM. I don't know if that's correct, but it has to do also with the legs, but I'm also getting connected to the heart for some reason. So just know that again, pup's going to be okay, going to be here for a while. So I feel like you can give an additional assist if you expand on the supplements.
Hmm. So I have to
Okay.
find out what other supplement he needs.
Right, right. And if they haven't done blood work in a while, it might not be a bad idea for them to do it. If they haven't done urine for a while, it might be a good idea. I just feel like there's something else here that he could benefit from.
Yeah, I mean, he's up there in age. He's going to be 15.
It's awesome. I had one who went to 17, and she was my little sweetheart. So I love my two-legged daughter, but I love my four-legged babies.
Yeah,
They're
same
all kind
here.
of connected. He'll be okay. You just have to, because he's older, give a little extra. But I know that you're willing to do that because you care about him. Remember,
Yeah,
though,
I just want, yeah, like I was like concerned about his eye because I don't know how just like it happened all of a sudden, like it got swollen, like really big and red, and it looks like it's
yeah,
something on it, like he hurt it. But I don't know if it was my cat or he bumped into something.
they will take care of it when you go tomorrow. So breathe easy, but really do your best to focus on your energy being a bit more content, and it will make it
Hmm.
easier on him. It makes it easier on the household. And I know it sounds almost like woo woo, but science keeps showing us that energy, what we perceive, is a big to do. How we feel is a big to do. It affects so much in our world. Okay, my friend,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. Take good care. I started out with talking about stressors, and both folks on today were experiencing some stress. And you hear me talk about being content, and you hear me talking about energy. Just know that really and truly, even when you don't try, you are putting out an energetic signature. If you do try, if you apply yourself to put out this sweet vibration and connected vibration, a frequency of love, a frequency of peace, it not only helps you, but it helps everybody you run into. It can help you at work. It can help you with your family. It can help you with love. It can help you with health. I'm sure you've heard about, people laughing, laughter's best medicine. That's because the frequency is higher. There is that higher vibration, which actually is healing. If you'd like to reach me directly for a personal reading, feel free to reach out. You can call me at 561-755-2166. Once again, that's 561-755-2166, or of course online. Thank you.